Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead on and hold on to that. Yeah. Well, we need to go negotiate the price, though. This wasn't what I actually ordered. So, we get that price down, take off another 20 for sending me the wrong thing, and we good to go. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right now. Other than that, I just gotta take a chance, and I'll give it back to you. I'll pick it up from someplace else. Or you can just take the 20 off for that. You know what I'm saying? So let's get with that and handle that business. All right. I gotta get ready to do a review, and I'll talk to you later. All right, homeboy. Call me back Monday. Let me know what's up for this label get here. All right. Talk to you. Peace. Oh, what's up? I was on the phone with the man who made a mistake. Ends up being my pleasure. Believe it or not. What am I talking about? Well, if you've been following me, like I know five of you do, you probably would know. Y'all like I start doing my back and forth thing. For some reason, I can't help doing that sometimes. Get excited. I'm gonna keep it still. Last week I ordered from a vendor Amouage interlude man. That was after smelling a sample that I received from Lucky Scent. I liked the way it smelled. It smelled a little green, but it also smelled mysterious. I was like, man, this thing is hot. I looked at a couple of reviews, excuse me. Looked at a couple of reviews and saw a couple of, spent my main man talking about it. It was only a couple. That was it. That said it was nice. So, but it smelled good to me. So I'm like, let's get this. So I had two choices to get it unboxed from a computer company. I was like, well, I called them. They seemed like they was okay. But I needed a box. So I said, well, I'll pay the extra loot. Which was like a $40 difference. But I knew it had a box. It would be sealed and all that good stuff. So I decided to go through this guy. So I'm looking for it, and I just knew it was coming Friday. I just had this feeling. I put up on my page that, man, I can smell it somewhere. I knew it was close. And I knew it was either coming Friday or Saturday. Sure enough, bam, later on that evening, FedEx dropped it off. And I was, excuse me, y'all. Man, I was happy. Went downstairs, stopped eating and everything. No, I hurry up, and that's why I hurry up and finish eating. And head on downstairs, went and grabbed it from the concierge. He told me I couldn't find it. I can't find it, man. I can't find it. And he was right. It wasn't his fault. It was actually in the postal box for other drops. So found it in there. Brought it up here. I was getting ready to talk crap, man. I was getting ready to brag about it and everything. And I got halfway through the video, and when I looked at the box, I saw a woman. Immediately stopped the video and I called this guy. He says, well, I thought it was unisex. I'm like, well, that's not what I ordered though. I ordered man. It don't matter what you thought it was. I ordered man. So I said the box says woman. So he was like, well, he didn't want to tell me that he actually wasn't selling it. He actually, I don't know how he did. I guess he bought it through somebody else and then they was drop shipping it to me. I don't know how he doing. I guess maybe you can do that somehow or the other. Because he has a couple more up. And it says man. I said, well, man, you better take them down because it's saying man. And if the person that's drop shipping it to you sent you the picture or posted that picture for you, and they're not even, they don't know it's woman, and they put man up here, and then you're going to have not only me upset, you're going to have other people upset. So we scrapping back and forth. And he's telling me, I said, well, look, if you're saying it's unisex, I'll try it. I'm going to crack the box. I'm telling you now, I'm cracking the box. He was like, well, go ahead, you crack the box. So I cracked the box, and I sprayed on me. I'm like, man, this ain't it. Because I had a little bit of my sample left. I had just a little bit of this left. So I'm like, yeah, man, that ain't it. I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling this. I don't want this. So he was like, well, all right, I'm calling. So I called who I had to call, let them know. And then they called him. He called me back, and then we on the phone talking. We not texting or whatever. So he's like, no problem. I'll have a label sent out by Monday or so, and then you can just send it back. When I get it, you get your full refund. So I'm like, all right, cool. That'll work for me. Good. So I said, well, shoot, you already know I'm opening. I might as well try out a couple little y'all mains on it. You know what I mean? And see what it's hitting for. So, I took a little bit, pow, pow, pow. And I'm like, man, I'm still not feeling it because I still have man on me. You know what I mean? So I'm comparing it to man. I said, well, what I need to do is just take man out the equation and try to appreciate this fragrance for what it is. It's a woman's fragrance, but I'm wearing Sahara Noir. That's considered a woman fragrance, even though that's the most trickiest thing I ever heard in my life, y'all. Because Tom Ford said he made it for a prince. He made that thinking about a prince. But yet again, it's marketed in the women's section, and it should be in the men's section. Now, it's in the men's section in Neiman's, but it's in the women's section in Bloomingdale's. I don't care. Once I smelled that, it was a wrap. That's my number one go-to right now, incense base. Until I get Amouage Interlude Man, which is going to be far away from now because that cost so much like this one did. And I'm probably going to tag off to another way and try to stay underneath that $200 figure from now on. You know what I mean? But this will be probably my last 200. Well, considering I got 3 Tom Fords coming in and they were 300 and 200s. But speaking of those, Oud Wood already picked up. I got that. I got 3.4. I got 3.4 Nior de Nior coming in. I got a 1.7 of Tobacco Vanille coming in, and I got a 1.7 of Tobacco Oud coming in. I smelled Tobacco Oud. I smelled it before I had it on the card, but I couldn't remember it. And I ordered it because I was disenchanted with the fact that it was taking too long for the Tobacco Vanille to come. So I went to another store and I ordered the Oud, Tobacco Oud. And I couldn't remember what it smelled like. I said, man, I was just so pissed. Give me the Tobacco Oud. You can send that to me in 2 days instead of 22 days. I'll take that. And then when I thought about it, I'm like, man, I don't really want that. So then I was just going back and forth, man. These people was getting tired of me, but I don't care. I want what I want. I'm paying for it. Shut up and listen and just do what I ask you to do. And this does not take all day to get me what I want. So, anyway, tonight I go up to visit Tobacco Oud again to make sure that, when I get it, I don't want to crack it. I'm just going to leave it in a box. Like I got 2 Tobacco Vanilles coming. One that's coming late and one that's coming on time, and I just ordered another one from another store, because I knew I would get it quicker than other store waiting, freaking 2 weeks. So anyway, one of those got to go back. Tobacco Oud smells what I think somebody says like Amber Absolute. Now I thought Sahara Noir smelled like Amber Absolute in the way they described it, because you smell the Amber and Sahara Noir, but the Tobacco Oud smell really amber, and I like amber. I got a lot of amber fragrances, and as long as it doesn't smell like an amber that I have, I'm going to keep it. And yes, I'm going to keep it. So another big bill, but no Christmas shopping for nobody. Ain't got to worry about Christmas shopping for nobody except me. It's my Christmas gifts to me. All my smell goods are for me. Bam! Amouage Memoir for women. Yes, indeed. Now, let me describe this for you after I went through that dissertation, because y'all know I'm always going to do something else before I really get to the boom bam. Look at that. Look at the crest. It's so remarkably made. The plastic that was in was sealed with a seal tab, and as you can see, this is made in Oman, so that's the crest of Oman, I guess. And the box is beautiful. Just a beautiful presentation. You can't really enjoy the purpleness of this box, this gray purpleness that this box. And I mean, that's what it does. It smells like this box. Dark. It's a dark smell. It's darker than the Memoir Man, which is also a black bottle too. But this is just beautiful. The box, everything. And when you get the plastic, it has a tab here telling you it was made and all that good stuff. And it's in Arabic. Some of it's in American and all that stuff. And it's really nice and it's sealed to let you know that it's actually a sealed piece. The top had a crest on it that was sealed. You can feel the raise right here. This is raised up off the box. All this is raised. Raised. It's not flat. This is raised off the box. Even the writing is raised off the box. This silver right here going around, raised off the box. Beautiful box. Now inside the box, once you take it off, inside the box is felt. All this is felt. Felt, y'all. Soft black felt. Beautiful presentation. Now, see, when you paying $300 for something like this, Tom Ford, you pay $300, you get a decent box, but you don't get anything like this. The Oud Wood that I have, if I go back and get y'all that box, y'all will say, oh man, in fact, I'm going to get it. I'm going to show you a $300 Tom Ford box. What this looks like. Don't go nowhere. Get this for you. All right? $300 Amouage box. 300. And this cologne, if you order off the Amouage site for women, will cost you $365. $365. I sprayed this 3 hours ago out of a tester. I sprayed it out of this. I ain't even sprayed it out the bottle. I sprayed it out of this. That's all I've been spraying out of for the last 2 days. Tom Ford's box. All right, I ain't bringing the Oud Wood out. You see he got a little silver going around the bottom too. There's no felt in this box, if I remember correctly. Let me check. Let me open it up. Cause you know how y'all do it. You know how I do. I always seal my boxes back up and stuff. But if I remember correctly, it's the same kind of stand. It has a stand in it. No felt. Just cardboard. $300 I paid for this. $290 with tax. $300, and I get no felt. None. No felt at all. Now the fragrance is beautiful. Oud Wood is a beautiful fragrance. I wore it today and I blended it with Black Orchid, which was a suggestion by my man on YouTube. He said blend it, and I was gonna buy this a long time ago. It took me forever to buy this, and the whole thing was to actually buy this to blend it, and also to have an oud. But that was a long time ago. I done bought so many ouds since then. This is actually the first oud I intended to buy, and that was the last one I bought. But tobacco oud, which I'll have soon, doesn't even have any. You don't even smell the oud in that. Oud Nior di Nior, or Nior di Nior, has oud in it too, but you really don't smell it there as well. So the Oud Wood, you do smell it, and that's a $300 presentation. $300 felt, Memoir, felt, raised crest, raised everything. And here is the gem. The men's bottle is taller. This is a 3.4, so this is a fat boy. Really can't tell. It looks short and stubby, but it's fat. 3.4, fatness. Felt presentation. All this around here is felt. Tom Ford, no felt. Amouage felt. Same color as the box on the top that I showed you, but felt. This goes in my case and it sits on the felt statue, and that's how it sits. I might do it with the Oud Wood now since I have this on it. I don't know, I have to see. But yeah, beautiful. This crest is raised. This is totally raised. You can see it right there. It's raised from the bottle. This top has a ruby on top. Do you see that? Unbelievable top. Has Memoir right there on the top. Amouage on the bottle. Memoir on the top. See it? Memoir on the top. Detail is incredible. Watch this. Listen, listen. Snaps down. It locks down and snaps. There's the top and there's the ruby. I think that's a ruby. There's some kind of stone on the top of that. Amouage is off the chain, and I'm going to get me another Amouage. In fact, I got another Amouage coming through called Jubilation 25, but I bought that used from a young man on one of the fragrance boards. So it'll only have 20 mil in it, but as you can see, the box and the presentations are so beautiful that I told him I didn't care. I mean, 20 mil was more than a fair price because 100 mil for that bottle retail is $300. So if he had 100 mil and it's $300, he's selling me 20 mil. I'm doing great for $50 that I paid for it. We ain't counting shipping. We talking about this, the $50 for the box and the bottle and the 20 mil. That's pretty good. Chocolate, flowers. Tom Ford Noir de Noir. But this is a little bit more involved because though it has a lot of notes, I think more notes than Noir de Noir, this has incense and frankincense. Everything is frankincense in Amouage. Somehow has frankincense in it. And I'll read the notes for those who care real quick. And it goes as such. This perfume arrives on the market September 2010 and belongs to the leather animalistic Chypre fragrances. And I don't have any Chypre fragrances, so that's another reason why I'm keeping it, because I have no Chypre fragrances. I have some that are close, but there are no true Chypres that I have. Perfumers Danielle Morel and Dorothy Piot built it around the central note of absinthe. That's another note I don't have, or ingredient I don't have in anything. There's a few out there, but there's different types of absinthe. Like there's different type of cars, there's different type of absinthe. The better the absinthe, the better the fragrance, and Amouage is top notch. Everything they do is top notch. All their materials, all their resources are top notch materials, no doubt. And that's what it is. Okay? All right, top notes are cardamom, mandarin orange, pink pepper, and wormwood. And when you first spray this, that's what you get. You get a blast, like pow. It's like, man, you get hit with like, oh my gosh. It's like a thunderstorm. It just, bam. And it's just all over the place. Honestly, you don't know where it's going to go. It hits and it's all over the place. No idea where this thing is going right now. All you know is you just sprayed it. But the first thing I get is chocolate, which reminded me of the chocolate that I get from Tobacco Vanille amongst the first spray and Noir de Noir. And it took me a while to want to get Noir de Noir because it was like, I didn't really want a flower. I didn't want a rose-based scent. Well, this middle notes in this will be clove, incense, pepper, woodsy notes, jasmine, rose, and white flowers. So, once again, it's almost like Noir de Noir because it has the rose in it. But it also has jasmine and white flowers. And let me tell you, I don't smell it. I kind of agree with a review that I read, which said it automatically go to the base notes. Well, no, it doesn't. What I do agree is you don't smell much of the orange. You don't smell much of the mandarin orange. And the wormwood, I don't know what absinthe really smell like, so I don't know. But you do smell the pink pepper. So I get the pink pepper and the cardamom. I do smell that, and maybe I'm getting absinthe, maybe not. The middle notes, I get the pepper straight off. I don't really get the woodsy notes, and I smell the rose. Maybe there's a combination of white flowers and all that as well. I smell that. But then the base notes are musk, French labdanum, oak moss, styrax, and leather. And I somehow smell that too. So like it's almost like it's all coming together all at one time right now. It's getting down right now. But it's really not. Because then it's going to start calming down and then it's going to start separating. The top, bottom, and everything going to start separating. And I'll start smelling more of the other notes. So that's what I get. I get Tom Ford Noir de Noir from this. This is Amouage Noir de Noir on steroids. More going on. Absinthe, styrax, and leather. There's more. And I really like it now. It took me a while, but I had to smell it for what it was worth. And though it says woman, once again, people, wear what smells good. Well, what smells different. Because it says woman don't mean you can't wear it. Because it says a man doesn't say you can't wear it. You wear what smells good on your skin. As simple as that. Makeup Ali didn't like this at all. But I like it. You know what I mean? Fran Gretica people liked it. And it's good to go for me. So look here. Only got 30 seconds left. Every good woman loves a great smelling man. And I like a great smelling woman as well. And I hope my woman buy great fragrances like this. You know what I mean? I don't mind her smelling normal with some flower bomb and stuff. But buy something that's going to stick out. You know what I mean? Have me say, ooh, sexy. That's what I want, all right? RaJuR Music on the web. Real Deep Cool CD. Do what you got to do. Holla at your boy 100. I got to get ready to go to bed. I got to work tomorrow in the morning, as usual. Raj.